Hello and welcome back to part 136. Like usual, check the description for any timestamps you're interested in. Otherwise, thanks for sticking around for the play-by-play. Welcome back. Happy New Year. Let's go take a look at our population. Way I like to do this, hold event. Make sure you don't hit accept, otherwise you're going to have an event without anything going on. I like to go add participants and then just check anyone who is not selected for whatever reason. If it actually gave you a reason for why they weren't selected, that'd be nice. Find out what these people were up to. Maybe one day we'll have that. Maybe it's already here and I don't know how to find it. Okay, it looks like everyone got 77 people. Okay, let's pause this for a moment. Let's take a look at our prisoners. Quick prisoner check. See who is in our reform pipeline. 76%, alright. 0%. And you are also at 0 because you are not being recruited. Let's turn that speed on. Let's increase that a little bit. Let's increase our storage space here. Let's make this easier to see. Now, one thing I do want to do, probably in the winter once the weather gets colder, we'll focus on working inside our walls instead of outside. I want to add another roof, another layer to this, which means the roof will have to go up a little bit higher. Right now, I like how you can't really see the top of it from outside, but we do need more storage space. I'm getting tired of looking at all of this. Hopefully we can fit most of it in here, but we'll fit what we can. One other thing, let's see, take advantage of the warm weather. Let's put some more graves in. We're always going to need graves. We have a good, good amount of wood in stock. Gonna need a lot of dirt to get this filled in. Let's get these resources picked up. Okay, Arnold, let's get you to finish this piece here. So I want to take a look around and make sure that is all dirt there. And get this filled in. Okay, once that is put in, our people will be able to walk over here. We'll be able to work on that. Looks like this pocket can be filled in. Let's get all this hauled away as much as we can. And let's take a look, see what we're dealing with here. It's all dirt. Okay. Let's let our people work on that for now. While they're working on that, see if we can get some more dirt added in anywhere else. And then also we're going to need to mine away dirt. Okay, looks like we can start adding in, get this platform to go across here, add in a little bit of dirt there. Looks like this is ready. Get that added in. Probably going to leave this area for a little bit until we finish working on this. Might have to wait till next season being spring where we dig this out. I don't think we'll be able to get to that much during autumn. Start getting some dirt mined out from here. Looks like we still have some on this side to get mined out. What happened to you? Expires in 50 hours? 61 hours. I thought maybe you were injured by the bear. Looks like someone else is taming you. 26%. Success. 40%. Alright. Worried this bear is going to kill one of our settlers. Okay. Let's see. You should be sleeping. It's night shift time. Okay, preparing food, that's fine. We want them to prepare food. No one else is available at the moment to do anything. They're all busy. Guess we'll let them work. Now we can take a look here, see if any of this is ready to be filled. Oh, we got some limestone here. Okay. Looks like we can get this other side filled in a little bit. Let's start with that. Okay. Looks like night shift is available to do some work now. Let's get one of you over here to work on this. Let's see. You can work that one. You can work on this one. Okay. You know, we should start filling in here as well so we can get these graves to 5 to match the rest. Let's get that chopped down. Bandit camp has expired. Let's take a look at the region. That's expiring soon. These are so far away. 23, I'm not a fan of traveling that far. Hopefully we'd have something around these closer cities that we could travel to. Unless it's a loot stash. We'll go to a loot stash if we need to. Alright, Gerard, while you're here, let's get this dirt filled in. Is that a construction skill? Maybe your construction will level up. Alright. Good work. Okay, one more. And let's take a look where you're standing. That's all dirt. What about the sides? Okay. Alright. Day shift will be starting soon. We can get them assigned. Oh, we got some limestone here. I knew that looked a little bit different. Let's take a look on the rest of this ground here. Is it more than meets the eye, or is this all dirt? Looks like all dirt right now. That one's limestone. I think maybe next time I go to do mass graves like this, I think I might actually do catacombs under the ground as well. And these aren't really mass graves in the sense that people normally use the word. These are all still individual. It's just a large graveyard. But someone commented on one of the videos that, you know, you could not fill it in completely with dirt, but instead use wooden beams to kind of support the areas underneath. And then I could actually probably put more graves under that as well. Might do that next time I do a large playthrough like this, where I end up collecting the bodies of the dead, because this is a lot of dirt. Just gonna be kind of wasteful seeing how many layers I need to put in here, and then also to fill this out further west here towards the river. It's a lot of dirt. See how they did with the mining over here. Alright. Let's see. Any dirt available? Alright. Looks like we have some here. This is still work in progress. I don't think we assigned anything here. We did on this end, I believe. Maybe not. I'm not sure how far we assigned the digging here, but we do have quite a lot of dirt available. This little piece is too far away. Okay, let's leave that for now. You were wearing a helmet. Let's get you to drop your helmet. There was a few of you that had helmets from the last time we did a raid. I hope you're inside the base. No, you were not. Where did I drop that helmet? Let's get this picked up. Got another one. Okay, well, we'll wait a little bit for you to go back towards the base. Okay. Let's get this pocket filled in with soil. Get that assigned. Anyone else with a helmet? It's a boar. That's a boar hat. Another boar. Okay. Just tag along here. I'll drop your helmet in a moment. I just feel better dropping it inside the base. That way it's not lying around outside. Wonder if I have any more stick traps I can move over there. Okay, let's drop that helmet. Let's go take a look. Southwest digging operation. Let's see. Looks like this was mined out a little bit. Okay, that was probably where that limestone was earlier. Okay. Let's get that taken away. Okay, that is just dirt. Let's get that filled in. And before you run away, Rob, can we get you to finish the rest of this in the area? Perfect. Looks like Isabel is here, and Osana. We'll let them fill this in. Let's take a look over here. Okay, we can get this little pocket filled in. And let's fill that in going up top. Okay, we put those in. This is all dirt. Okay. Get this filled in. Okay. It's enough work for them to do right now. Let's go take a look inside our courtyard. See what kind of traps we might have lying around. Fire traps. I clicked too far out. Whoops. Let's do a space of 5 in between. Okay. If I have more fire traps, I think I'm going to put them near the entrance to our base. Not so much the gate, but the entrance here on the map, I mean. When you go to the east, I feel like when enemies spawn here, it's really close. I don't have time to attack them before they get to our walls. Problem is, though, animals will just set these traps off. Maybe we'll move this one. Move them around a little bit. Deer hide rug, metal trap. Oh, didn't mean to double click there. Let's see, do we have room here? Not so much. We do have a spot on the corner. And why did that just disappear from my cursor? Okay. I thought, again, someone might have been attacked by that bear. Let's take a look. Wildlife. Well, we have an attempt now. Last one was a success. You can see here where the bear was attacking some of our people. 2 days. 2nd of autumn? 3 days ago? Almost 4. It's almost the 6th. Bear has been attacking a lot of our people. Let's take a look at our apple trees. There's some dead ones here. Let's see what else we have nearby. Let's get this cleaned up a little bit. Some of these can be harvested. Some are flowering. That one's young. We got tall grass here. Let's let that grow. Let's get this shrub out of here. That's ripe. Let's harvest. Budding. Another bush. Let's get rid of that. Sapling. That one's flowering. Let's get rid of these mushrooms. Let's harvest those. This one's dead. Let's get that chopped down. Mature apple tree. Let's leave that. Those are ripening. This is ripe. Let's get that harvested. Okay. We don't need wood. I'm going to leave the bonus trees we have alone. Let's get these graves put in. We want to take advantage of that good weather. Alright, let's get this picked up. Okay, who is on night shift that's available to work? Okay, a few people assigned there. Let's give them a minute to show up and get to work. Hey, there is someone. Okay, Philippa, while you're here, let's just pause this for a moment before you run too far. Let's get you to work on these. Let's get this put away. Let's get this finished up while you're here. Alright. Dear Mod, let's pause this. Let's get you to work on this top one here. And let's see, Philippa, you can work on the other top one. Okay. Alright, that's all dirt. Let's assign some soil here. Alright, this is all dirt here. Let's get that assigned. And this should be all dirt. Dirt, dirt, more dirt. Fantastic. Okay, let's go and put that in. How's our dirt supply? 634? Alright, let's go take a look, see if we have dirt here available. But before we go too far, you can see here we can get this clay brick assigned, and here we can add the soil. Let's just double check this is all dirt. It is. Pretty sure this should be dirt. We filled this in a while back. Alright, let's get that assigned. Now let's go on the hunt for dirt. Oh, is that dirt? No, that is a bush. This is dirt. Okay, looks like there's some in the water there. So let's get that picked up. Let's pause this. I have a feeling one of our people is being attacked by a bear. Jeez. 12 hit points? Oh no, is the bear coming back for more? Man, you got your butt kicked. Bitten face, bitten neck. Well, at least you're recovering slowly while you're unconscious. Someone is probably coming to get you. Let's see, does it say? Doesn't say anyone's coming. But yeah, someone is coming to get you. I can see here. Look at that. He didn't go to bed yet. He stayed up just so he could take care of you. Okay, 33%. Last one failed. Not doing too well over here trying to tame this bear. Light armor guarded him or her. Let's just pause this for a moment. That armor is about to break. We'll get you some new armor. Should equip it on their own once they get out of bed. Glad I didn't lose anyone though. Let's go back up to the list here at the top. Let's see who we have available. Well, looks like anyone who is digging or constructing is pretty much digging or constructing. Well, looks like that's all assigned. Okay. Another person. Oh no, this is the same one. I thought someone else was being attacked by the bear. Losing 2 blood an hour. Tending wounds. Okay. Someone is taking care of you. Teamwork. I'm surprised they brought you all the way up here and not down here in the keep. This is not a spare. This is a spare room. Why is that not an infirmary? Did I lose something a while back I didn't put back in place? Let's take a look. It could be why they're bringing them so far away. Cannot have a workstation. Oh, you know what? This bench. Are you making this? Oh, I have to move you. Okay. What do you use? Pigment? Eggs? Ash? Herbs? More herbs? Salt? Cloth? Okay. How big is this? Two by 3. You know, I guess I could get rid of one of these. I don't put it in this room. Where do I put it? This is inside a spare room, so we'll probably get bonuses from being inside the workshop. Okay, so before we get rid of this table, let's take a look at the production. Winter clothes and caps. Okay, so caps we don't need, winter clothes we don't need. Let's see, dismantling. Rugs. Do we have rugs on this side? We do. Linen. Okay. That's to get rid of the gambesons. Okay, let's get rid of this. Let's remove you. Maybe we can sell this sewing station. You know what, maybe we can just deconstruct it. Not too worried about it actually selling for anything. I don't think it's going to be worth that much. Let's get you to deconstruct this while you're here. And let's see, can I copy entire queue? We'll relocate you. Alright. And then once they relocate that, we'll paste the queue into there. Hopefully it's not an issue. Right. Let's return to our digging pit. Let's get this filled. We put in that dirt on that side. This side's good. that filled. We can add another grave up here. Perfect. And these can be added in on the side now. Awesome. Still got a lot of wood available, way more than we had before. Okay, get a few more assigned for now. Okay, let's fill that with soil. Let's get that filled. Okay, get that filled. Settlers are becoming annoyed. Excuse me. Why are you in such a bad mood? Oh, you're ill-favored now? Wait, who was it? You? Sad. Says you were born with a boss eye. Took you that many years to notice. Alright, got some stick traps to assign here. What else do we have? More stick traps. Wooden. You know what? You're becoming annoyed. What can we do? We usually have people eat a lot of good meals. Let's see, do we have lavish meals here? Let's see if we can find this the quick way. Food. No. Lavish should be before the milk, I believe. Okay. Looks like we just have regular meals for you to eat. Let's go eat some pie. I know you're not hungry. Let's go stuff your face. We'll eat some food. Hopefully that'll cheer you up a little bit. We're going to have you eat a nice meal several times. Let's go eat one more. No? Entertainment. Okay, fair enough. That'll make you happy. Not annoyed anymore. Okay. Let's go take a look in the basement. See what kind of traps we have to put in. See here, we got a lot of metal traps on the outside. The perimeter here is looking pretty good. I think we'll put some traps on the east side of the map where the enemies spawn in sometimes. Let's go put some traps over here. Whoa, too close. Let's see what we have here. Practice dummy. Looks like we have mirrors. And looks like there is room for them on the walls here. That's good. If we have more mirrors, we'll put them out. What else do we have? Linen rug. Put these in our bunker underneath the barn. Flimsy, no, we'll have to trade that away. We have a backgammon table. Wait, what was this item? Ballista. Okay. Right, we have a lot more mirrors here. Let's go find them a home. Wooden trap. Whoa, not clay brick floor. What happened there? I thought I grabbed a wooden trap. Did I just double click? What is happening? And keep double clicking. No, I don't want to install you. Cancel. Don't want to install you in the basement there. That'd be a terrible spot. Okay. I think when I accidentally clicked here, it got rid of one of these zones. Let's take a look in the basement. It did. Okay. Let's fix that. Okay, metal traps. I believe we were putting these here. The east side. We are. Okay. Ooh, fire traps. Okay. Alright. I don't think they're going to run on this angle here. But if they do, we'll have some traps here as well. How's that storage space doing? Still got room? Okay. Let's take a look. Got a fair amount that can be hauled away here. I guess let's set this up to be hauled. Let's get that soil pit in, and Rob, can you finish this? Someone else is working on it, so you can't. Alright, no problem. Let's go back to the basement and look at what items we can get installed. Another wooden trap. More rugs. Alright. Not flawless, so we can't put those in the Great Hall. But any other ones that are good quality, we're putting in these rooms. Now that is an ass hide. Deer. Ass. We're going to leave those. What is happening? I did not want to put that. Hey. Looks like I got rid of one of these by accident. Good thing we fixed it. Okay. Let's put one more fire trap here between these on the back row. The idea here will be to have a few metal traps next to these, and then hopefully if anyone spawns here, as they try to walk in between these, they'll set some of them off. Maybe the fire trap? I don't want to put too many fire traps there because they're going to set each other off and might end up being kind of a waste having so many in one spot. Okay, more wooden traps. Alright, metal. Metal near the entrance. Okay, last wooden trap on this side. At least for now. Let's take a look closer to the gate. Any spaces here? No, looks like they're all doubled up. We got room for some stick traps. More stick traps here. Let's take a look further north. Yeah, we can put a few on the other side of this bridge if we need to. Okay, let's go back to our digging operation here on the southwest. Okay. Let's get the rest of these graves assigned. Say, instead of you doing that, let's get you to work on this. Let's get you to fill these in while you're here. Got a few more, then we'll let you go to sleep. Pretty much night shift's time. 351 dirt. We are running low. Okay, you get to put that one in. Let's just take a quick look on this side. This is all dirt. Should be all dirt, but we did find a few limestone pieces here and there, so it's a good thing I'm checking. Okay. Let's go down to the bottom. Who's available for night shift? No prisoners have been brought over yet. Let's take a quick look. You are at 92%. Alright, pretty close. Maybe this episode, maybe next episode we'll get them. In the meantime, see who's available. No, they're all working on something. Guess we'll let them be. Okay. Can add the rest of this here. Oh, too far. Then we'll fill that in with the clay tile above. This side is good. Get that filled in. A merchant. Who is here? Ancrene Disciples? Alright, well, let's give them a minute or two to get inside our walls, and we'll trade with them. I wonder if these merchants would ever set off a trap. They died in my fire trap by accident. Or any of these traps. I wonder. Let's keep an eye on them. Well, as long as they walk single file, they can avoid them. Never really thought about how my traps here would affect any merchants coming in, but it is safe enough. Alright, let's go to the top of our list. Foxy is the one we use for trading. They do have all those new roles they announced that should be coming this year. Instead of just having, well, I guess I have 3. We could have 4 right now if we give someone, what is the job called I'm thinking of? Is it priest? Chaplain. So we don't have that in my file here. I'm trying to do straight Oak Brethren, which I think for the next time when I start a new file, they have that Oak Brethren win condition they talked about. I'm excited to have a giant tree in my temple. Obviously, I have a much bigger temple if we're going to have a big tree like that. Let's wait a bit for Foxy here to wake up. This merchant just got here. I'm not too worried about them leaving. We do have a lot of things we can sell. Let's get rid of some of these components if we can. Looks like we have quite a lot. Oh, and that one other thing. Can I paste this? Perfect. Alright, everyone's waking up. Let's let you eat your breakfast, and we'll go barter. Alright, filling food pouch, no need. We can do that after. Sarita, any troubles? Let's see, bandit camp. Distance of 14. Maybe. "14 tiles isn't too far. I don't know if I want to raid them though. Okay. Looks like they brought a lot of coins. We want coins. What else did they bring? Let's sort this by dollar. We don't want a stove. Wow, 5 superior helmets? They're silver. Maybe. Metal traps, yes, I like metal traps. Iron shields, maybe. Wooden traps. I have to. I'll get some more. Find summer clothes. No, we'll get those stick traps. Boar pelt. No. We're okay on healing kits. We have components. They're not really worth a lot to this vendor, so I'm not going to sell any. I like food, though. Stew is a meal. Yes, we like already made meals, so let's get that. I feel like we could use saltpeter here. We don't have too much of our own. Fox leather is great. To me, that's an exotic material out of all the ones available. That and bear, I find to be the most sought after, in my opinion. Okay, we don't need apples, saplings, we don't need carrots, barley we always need. Looking forward to the next quality of life update where we can have barley set aside just to be planted instead of always being used to make booze. Looks like we're out of cabbage seeds somehow. Low on carrot seeds. Let's sell some of these beet seeds. We got too many. Clear up some of those shelves. Same with this. Let's go down to 900. We'll get rid of some of that. Okay, that's all they brought. I guess let's go back to the top and get these helmets. They're silver. But you know what? 39.9% armor rating. Not bad. I'm going to take that. These are fine. Iron. I think I'll pass on that. If it was steel, maybe I'd take it. Or if they were better, then fine. I think I prefer bucklers for my warriors as well. Okay. Let's see what we have in abundance. So much coal. Not really worth a lot though. Can sell some iron. Can turn that into steel. I feel like hay goes bad. We have so much hay. I have a decent amount of storage space. I wonder... if I sort this by dollar amount... Let's see. I have some tables I probably want to get rid of. And I'm hoping we have a grouping where it's like sturdy items. Now the things I was thinking about were, I thought they'd be in the $80 range here, but I don't see them. Maybe they are worth less than the animals here. Let's keep looking. Well, here's the rugs, but these are ones I want to keep. So I'm guessing the cheaper quality would be lower in price. There's those fire pits. We do want to get rid of those. How heavy are these? 50 kilo, geez, okay. Well, let's get rid of them. This vendor has a lot of space, weight-wise. Let's get rid of what we can. Here we are, sturdy. $54.05. Sell these archery ranges. We don't need those. Ah, sturdy armor. Okay. Is this all the junk down here? No, not all junk. But we started seeing an item that is bad quality. Let's keep going down the list here. As things get less expensive, we should start seeing more. Yeah, here we are. I wonder how much of this I picked up from recently being raided. Our people have had time to take things apart, so maybe we dismantled a good portion of it. More goats, more animals. Oh, you know what? We got these quality tables here. 25 kilos. They weigh quite a bit. Still got space. How are we doing for money, though? Wow, we got to get a lot of value to give to them still. Practice dummy? No, we need practice dummies. It's the actual training area that we can get rid of if we need to, but the training dummies we'll keep. You know what? Let's get rid of this statue. Not really a fan of the wooden statues. hoping to find a lot of items here that were like sturdy, flimsy. Doesn't look like we have that yet. Oh, let's get rid of these silver wall torches. We don't want those. It's a little bit of value. Savage plate armor. Let's get rid of that. We're not going to be wearing that. Wonder how many of those I went by that I didn't see. Probably could have got rid of a few. If I have a flawless one, maybe I'll keep that. Let's see how much it provides. Let's get rid of these throwing axes. We don't use those. Round fire pit. Let's get rid of that. It's not worth a whole lot. How much does that weigh? 50 kilos? Wow. More savage plate. Let's get rid of that. 10 kilos. Not really good value to trade, I suppose. Flimsy paintings. Oh, we got 3. Alright, let's get rid of those. Flimsy armor here. Backgammon table. Thought it'd be worth more for how much it weighs. More savage plate armor. Sturdy here. Let's get rid of that. What is that? Light armor. More savage plate. Alright, seeing more and more sturdy items now as we go. That's a good sign. Some slings here we can get rid of. We don't need those. Let's see, flimsy rug. Let's get rid of a flimsy rug. Alright, they're willing to accept that. We got that down quite a bit. Just want to keep going, get rid of a few more sturdy and flimsy things. I feel like we're getting close to the bottom of the list. These items do weigh quite a bit. 4 kilos for that. Should fill up pretty fast. And then we'll get to the recap and planning stage. So we're pretty much at the hour mark. How's that weight? Got another 200 kilos to go. Staff. There's like a sling staff, but it says it's a sling staff. This is different, right? I think it's different. Let's hold on to those for a moment. Get rid of this well. 10 kilos there. It's like the same price as like a helmet, a sturdy helmet that weighs like way less. 1/10. There are a lot of masks here, I'm noticing. Also, a lot of wooden bucklers. Maybe I can get rid of these. We don't want wooden shields. Looks like they will be earning money off of us on this trip, which is good for them. And these are all wood. Let's get rid of these wood shields. Those are wooden. This is a sturdy item. This is also wood. Kind of surprised how much these are worth. This will definitely free up a lot of space inside our base. Hopefully next time we get raided, we'll have a lot of room to bring in goods. Be a lot easier. Alright, those are wooden. Still got about 100 kilos to go. Let's keep offloading items. Now, these are probably all wooden. I imagine the metal ones are worth more, so they're probably higher up on the list. Maybe I should get some free healing kits off of the visiting merchant here. We're giving a lot of items away. Didn't realize I had so many wooden shields. Alright, all wood. Got a sturdy helmet there. Definitely fills up quicker with the armor. These are 4 kilos each. Helmet is even a kilo. These are 5 kilos each. Okay, let's add a few more items here. And let's go back to the very top. Let's sort by dollar amount on their side. What can we add? Healing kits. We had like 10 of these. Oh, they don't really weigh a whole lot. Let's see if we can just... How does the whole 42 look? Look at that. They can take all of our items. They're still making some off of us. Let's accept that. We're getting rid of a lot of goods. Getting some coin. Getting a few traps. Some food. Saltpeter. It's great for flammable weaponry. Make our flammable projectiles for our siege weapons. Some exotic fox leather. Barley. We need barley for booze. For planting. I think we were low on cabbage seeds. Carrot seeds were kind of low. I think cabbage seeds we're out of. I think that's why we're selling some other seeds. Superior item. And some healing kits, because we're getting rid of so much junk here. Looking forward to all that being cleared up. Alright, 19 alignment towards them. That's great. Let's pause that for a moment. Ancrene Disciples. 100% friendly. Great. And with that, we're going to call that a video. So let's roll up all these layers. Alright. Welcome to Recap and Planning for part 136. Once again, I want to wish everyone a Happy New Year. Thanks for joining me here in 2026. Today we're focused mainly on digging. We had our southwest digging pit here. Mostly digging out this bottom layer Turned out we had a few spots here we had to dig a little bit lower. I think the main focus here will be to dig out this little thin area here first, and we can start filling this in with dirt. Then we'll start filling this in probably from the north a bit, then from the west, maybe switching back and forth. We're also filling in this area here. Now that this is filled in a little bit here, we can walk over on this side, so we've been filling in this layer, and looks like we can finally stand here. At the moment this isn't finished, so people can walk through, but hopefully this next area gets filled in. We can start filling in these side areas a little bit here. We'll get this all filled in with dirt. Also started filling in a little bit here on this side. Should be some graves coming in here. Want to get these put in before the weather turns. Winter is coming. Once winter comes, plan will be to work on the inside of our base. Mainly, probably putting in at least one layer for this barn, maybe two. We do have quite a lot of ingots here. A lot of this is just raw nuggets though. Once that gets turned into iron and iron into steel, should clean up quite a lot of space here. Definitely put these to work. Start turning more iron into steel. We also move that apothecary table over. Let's do a quick check. Yeah, it's an infirmary again. Alright. Well, that's good. Hopefully they'll bring people... excuse me. Hopefully they'll bring our wounded there. Excuse me. Instead of all the way to this tower, to like the 3rd, 4th floor up there. Where is Bobo? Hopefully you stop attacking our own people. Last one was a success. A little bit worried. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, once again, I want to thank you for stopping by and supporting the channel. Hope to see you again next time. Thanks. Have a good one, everybody.